So that's where Jessica Parsons is with Ron and his really unique story. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, Scott, it's been a really long road, and today marks 1,000 consecutive days of Ron meeting total strangers to get messages. That's 3.5 years or so, but I want to show you some of these messages. Some of them are really impactful and called the Blake Late Show. I want to give you a little bit of background. 7 years ago, he was sexually assaulted in an abusive relationship and found himself with post-traumatic stress disorder, unable to heal. And that's where these messages come in. He had received thousands of words of encouragement from total strangers. His mission became to spread awareness about PTSD and meeting as many people as possible to get on the Stephen Colbert Show. He says it's one of his all-time favorites. It always made him laugh, and such good medicine for him. Now, I want to bring Ron in. Now, these messages mean so much to you. When you see them, you know, what effect did they have on you?
Well, this is what's kept me going. I mean, this literally saved my life just on that journey, on that night, very suicidal night I had 34 months ago, that I laughed during the Late Show. It came on, and the fact that I recognized and paused the show started this whole journey. And I decided I wanted to meet strangers. And so this is what I've done for about 8,000 hours. And these people, these 26,000 strangers I've met, it's been the difference. And then they started sharing back on these boards more than I ever imagined.
You have now collected 400 boards, and some of these messages are in 68 different languages.
87 languages. I just recently had 7 languages on one of the boards last week. Yeah, it's just, and it's incredible. You get artwork, you get poetry, Bible verses, short stories. I've had students, a bunch of engineering students, actually put a bunch of equations in there to send a message to me. So people get really creative, but they want to tell their stories too.
What kind of lesson did you learn through this about relationships, humanity, hope?
It's all about connection. I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned. It's about connectivity. And so many people, when I was suicidal, I was disconnected to this, everybody. And when I meet so many people that have been suicidal or still are suicidal, and they tell me that there's no connection. They're on their own. They stay in their homes. And that was the hope, too, tonight. Just bring everybody from around the valley to come and participate. This is more than just me. This is us. Talk
to me about this documentary. It's called The Blake Project. It's about a 30-minute film done by an ASU student. It's Emmy nominated for a Rocky Mountain Emmy last year. Right. What did you think of the film?
Those guys, there were 3 of them, these 3 students, and now they're all out of, they've graduated from ASU, but they did an amazing job. They followed this journey. They were 3 people I met on this journey a couple years ago, and then they decided for 3 months they'd follow me. So it's really cool what they've been able to do and produce, and then we hope people come out and see this tonight.
One of the messages in the film, which I loved, was about easing suffering through creativity.
Right.
Did that work for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just my creativity. It's 26,000 people have gotten creative, and that's, again, that's what we hope people come and see, is we're going to have dozens of these boards on hand for people to look at. But it's all been, when you give grown adults, you give people 26 Sharpie markers, they turn into 8-year-old kids, and there's a creative side that comes out of everybody. It doesn't matter if they've been through a trauma. That's what we want people to come and see, is that creative side that's helping people get through their traumas.
You have such a remarkable story, and I appreciate your bravery and for sharing it with Arizona's family. Yeah. And if I could, towards the end, be one of your strangers to write a message, I would
Sure.
love that.
Yeah, we've got tons of Sharpies. There's not a lack of Sharpies, but yeah, feel free. That's what it's all about. In Spanish, we say nosotros. It's about us. It's about we. And I want this to be about us and we tonight. So feel free if you want to sign one. I'm happy, and I'll give you as many Sharpies as I can.
Well, thank you so much for being a part of Arizona's family. Now, again, the film will screen tonight from 7 to 9 at the Film Bar. You can meet Ron. He'll be here along with mental health professionals, and you can ask them any questions about mental health and PTSD. And with that, we'll send it back to you.
That's pretty cool. Wow. He has the Sharpies. He just doesn't have the room for you to sign your name.
Jessica, thank you so much, and congratulations to him. What an incredible project.